She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curls. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, and she'll make your heart take flight. La 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 la. She's fantastic, made of plastic, microchips here and there. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere.
Can you figure out the cost of a long...
What were last night's baseball scores?
Last night's baseball scores were 5-3, 6-2, and 8-4.
Vicky, I'd like to know who won.
5, 6, and 8.
Here, Jamie, read them and weep.
Thanks, Dad.
This coffee got cold. Vicky, would you heat this up for me, please?
Heat it up. It's heated.
Thank you, Vicky. You know, you're the first microwave with lips. Ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ow, ow.
Morning. Vicky, would you pour me a cup of coffee?
Pour you a cup of coffee.
Hurry, Jamie, or we'll be late for school. I'm ready, Mom.
Well, you're sure enjoying this substitute teaching, aren't you?
Oh, I love it. It's wonderful working with children, watching them growing, expanding their knowledge, and learning to throw pencils so they stick in the ceiling.
Well, honey, make sure you keep a close eye on Vicky at school. Make sure she doesn't do anything suspicious.
Don't worry about it, Dad. Everyone at school thinks Vicky's a real human kid.
And one of my best students. Well, Vicky, tell your dad some of the things that you've learned in school so far.
I've learned history, geography, algebra, and not to eat the mashed potatoes in the cafeteria because the cook sweats on them.
Now, children, you should have thought of that before class started. Okay, you can go. Who can tell me when the Civil War began?
The Civil War began in 1861.
That's correct, Vicky. And who was the president during the...
Abraham Lincoln was the president during the Civil War.
That's correct, Vicky. But please give some of the other children a chance to answer.
Right on.
Well, I know that all of you know that Abraham Lincoln was born in a log cabin. But who can tell me where the log cabin was located? Yes, Reggie.
President Lincoln was born in the state of Kentucky.
That's correct, Reggie. Very good.
That answer is incomplete. The exact location of the log cabin was in LaRue County, Kentucky.
What? No zip code?
42748.
Class dismissed. See you after lunch.
Vicky, stay close to me at lunch. What are you doing?
I'm staying close to you.
Vicky! Just stay here. Hey, Reg, how about lunch, guys?
Well, we were just talking about that. Gotta talk to you, James.
What's that?
Well, the guys decided that from now on, if you want to eat with them, don't bring Encyclopedia Mouth.
Where do you expect her to go for lunch?
How about LaRue County, Kentucky?
Come on, Reg, she's my sister. I gotta keep an eye on her.
Well, why does she have to come to school with you anyway? Thought your mom taught at home.
Oh, she does. But when my mom's substitute teaching, she can't leave Vicky home alone. Come on, she's not that bad.
Well, the guys think she's stuck up and a show-off. She's got the personality of a tree stump. She never laughs. I've never even seen her smile.
Hey, nobody's perfect. Besides, sure she smiles. Vicky, show Reg your smile.
You call that a smile? It looks more like she got a gas bubble. Let me lay it out for you, pea-brain. If you want to have any friends left, you better do something about your sister. Come on, guys.
Thanks a lot, Vicky. Because of you, everybody hates me.
That's incorrect. Not everybody has met you, pea-brain.
Okay, Vicky, here goes.
What were you doing behind my back?
Making a surprise adjustment to your circuit.
Well, what kind of surprise?
Beats me. That's what makes it a surprise. Okay, turn around. Does that do anything to you?
It has no effect on me.
Great, it's working. Now walk around. Let's see what happens. Perfect. There's no way Dad's gonna send you to school in that condition. Who knows what you'd do? Beats me. Beats me. Beats me.
Apple for the teacher? How about a kiss from the teacher?
My, you're precocious for a 7th grader.
Why'd you keep me after class? We'll make applesauce.
That'll have to do for now, young man. I'm working on dinner.
Thought I smelled something good? Come here.
It's pot roast. Oh, and I had Vicky bake some cookies for dessert.
Cookie.
Wait.
Cookie Monster upset. Look.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Jamie. How was school today?
Terrific.
Vicky, what are you doing?
I'm tossing my cookies.
Vicky, stop.
What's wrong with her?
Well, we obviously have a malfunction here.
Obviously, pea-brain.
Look at that. Dad, I wouldn't send her to school in that condition.
He's right, honey. It could be awfully risky.
Well, don't worry. I won't let her out of the house till I know what's wrong with her.
Good. Heavens, what a shame. My friends at school will sure miss her.
Yeah, well, I'll fix her after dinner. Vicky, go to your cabinet.
Go to my cabinet.
Dinner can wait. Vicky, stop. Stop right there. Come back here. Hold it right there. Now, hold still. Relays look okay. Verbal synthesizer looks okay. Okay, Vicky, say something.
Never seen her acting so strangely.
I bet it's going to take weeks to find the problem. Huh, Dad? Maybe even months.
I found a problem.
Maybe even seconds.
Her bipedal ambulatory gyro is malfunctioning, which confuses her remote response effector circuits.
That makes sense.
Well, you boil all that technical talk down, it means something very simple.
What's that?
She got a screw loose. Okay, let's test her coordination. Vicky, touch your finger to your nose and take 3 steps forward.
I swear to you, officer, I haven't been drinking.
What?
She saw that last night on a rerun of Adam 12.
Okay, Vicky, walk.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect. She's not drunk.
Oh, is she sober enough to go to school with us tomorrow?
Absolutely, positively.
That's wonderful. Huh, Jamie?
Wonderful isn't the word I had in mind.
Well, come on, Ted, help me set the table for dinner.
Me? Come on, what's wrong with Vicky?
I've got it screw loose.
It stands 20.
gonna do with you, Vicky? The guys at school just don't like your personality.
I've got the personality of a tree stump.
Yeah. What you need is a personality transplant. Reggie's right. You never smile or tell jokes or laugh at anybody else's jokes.
Hey, nobody's perfect.
Wait a minute. Maybe I can program you with a new personality.
I can do anything I'm programmed to do.
Exactly. Okay, let's start with the basics. What do you do if you bump into somebody?
I knock them over.
I meant if you meet someone at school. You give them a big smile and you say, "Hey, buddy, give me 5, what's happening?" "Hey, buddy, give me 5, what's happening?" Right, and if they say they've been sick or something, you act sad and say, "Well, I'm sorry, I hope you feel better tomorrow." Got it?
Got it.
And if they tell you a joke, you gotta go like this. Now that's really funny.
What's a joke?
A joke? Well, I'll give you an example. What has 4 wheels and flies? A garbage truck. You're supposed to laugh.
I'm not programmed to laugh.
Oh. Well, there are all sorts of different kinds of laughs. If you think something's just a little bit funny, you give it a chuckle, like this. Right. And if you think it's real funny, you got a choice. You can give it a belly laugh, like this. Or you can give it a back slapper, like this. Got all that?
Got all that?
Good, and it might be pretty good if you could tell a couple jokes yourself. I'll give you a joke book to memorize.
I've never told a joke.
Well, you've seen those comedians do it on TV. First, they always put their hand on their side, like this. And they say, "Speaking of..."
Kids, dinner.
Speaking of dinner, Dad, what has 4 wheels and flies?
Your mother on the freeway.
Okay, Vicky, there he is. Here's your chance to show off that new personality. Hey, Reggie, old buddy.
Oh, hi, Jamie. Oh, I see your sister's still with us.
Hey, I had a talk with her last night.
Oh? I hope it was about running away from home.
Give her a chance, Reg. I mean, the guys don't really know her. Vicky can be a lot of fun.
Hey, buddy, give me 5. What's happening?
If you really want to know, I've got a stomach ache, a headache, and I think I'm coming down with the flu.
That's really funny. She's just kidding. She loves to laugh.
I'll bet she gets hysterical like train wrecks.
Train wrecks!
Where was she when the marbles were passed out?
Vicky, you don't laugh at tragedies. If you laugh in the wrong place again, I'm dead.
Oh, I hope you feel better tomorrow.
Okay, class, settle down. Good morning.
Morning.
Well, let's start with a little review of what we learned yesterday about the Civil War. And let's write it down.
Speaking of writing, a little boy comes home from school and says, "Guess what, Mom? I just learned how to write." And she says, "What did you write?" And he says, "I don't know. I can't read." She did a lot of laughs.
All right, now that's enough, class. There'll be no more laughing and no more interruptions. We're here to study history.
Speaking of history, an Englishman says to an American tourist, "Did you know that the Magna Carta was signed on this very spot?"
Vicky.
And the American says, "When?" And the Englishman says, 12:15. And the American looks at his watch and says, "Darn, We missed it by 20 minutes.
Okay, class, now stop it. Vicky, there will be no more jokes out of you. Got it?
Got it.
Good. Now let's continue. Reggie, what can you tell me about Lincoln's Gettysburg Address?
Lincoln's address? I don't even know his phone number.
All right, now that's enough, class. I'm really angry about this. And the one who's responsible is going to be punished.
Mom, don't be too hard on Vicky.
I didn't mean Vicky. I was talking about you. Young man, you're in hot water.
Speaking of hot water, this guy says to a waiter, "What's this fly doing in my soup?" And the waiter says, "The backstroke."
Class!
Man, that was the worst day I ever had in school. I'm even in trouble with my parents.
Speaking of parents,
You've told your last joke. I'm gonna reprogram you and hear me good.
hear you good?
I want you to forget everything.
Forget everything.
Hi, Dad.
Don't hi, Dad, me. What's this your mother tells me about you programming Vicky with jokes and disrupting the classroom?
Dad, I didn't mean to disrupt the class. I did it for her. I just thought it might make Vicky more popular with the guys. They don't like her.
Why not?
It's her personality. They don't hang out with me because of her. They won't talk to me because of her. They don't eat lunch with me because of her. I'm as popular as a skunk in an elevator.
Well, Jamie, it seems to me you're thinking more about yourself than you are Vicky, huh? And if your friends can't accept you and Vicky the way you are, then they're not really your friends, are they? And as for you, your days as a stand-up robot are over. Come on, Vicky. Go to your cabinet. Vicky, go to your cabinet. Vicky!
Why isn't she answering, Dad?
I don't know. Did something happen on the way home from school?
No, she was talking fine a minute ago.
What were you talking about?
About disrupting the class by telling jokes. I told her to forget everything.
Oh, no. Did you actually use the words forget everything?
Yeah, why? What's wrong?
By saying forget everything, Vicky has forgotten everything she's learned since the day I created her.
Oh, no.
Thanks a lot, Jamie. 3 years of work down the drain because you didn't like her personality.
I'm sorry, Dad. Isn't there something you can do with her?
Oh, sure, Jamie. If I decide to become a ventriloquist, I can use Vicky as the dummy.
Boy, I really blew it this time. Hi, Jamie. What do you want, Reggie?
Well, the guys and I were talking about your sister after school.
Hold it right there. If you don't like Vicky the way she is, you can go suck an egg.
Hey, hold it. Who said we didn't like her?
You did.
Well, I guess we were wrong about her. She was great in class today. She's funny. And, Vicky can have lunch with us anytime she wants.
We can?
I didn't say we, Twinkie breath.
I said Vicky. Thanks a lot.
See ya.
I'm just sick about this. I feel like I've lost a real child.
Give me a minute. She'll be as good as new.
But you just told Jamie that she was ruined.
You don't think I'd let that little stinker off the hook without teaching him a lesson, do you?
You mean he didn't erase everything she ever knew?
Oh, sure. But I planned ahead for just this kind of accident. When I built her, I installed a backup system for her memory processor.
Why, you sneaky little devil.
That's what you said on our honeymoon. Okay, that should do it. Okay, Vicky, let me disconnect you, and then we'll test you out here. Vicky, go sit on the couch. Very good. Okay, Joni, ask something.
Okay, what's your name?
Ted?
What's your name?
My name is Vicky Lawson.
Right, and who am I?
You are Joan Lawson, my mother.
Right again. And how old are you?
I'm 11 years old, and you are...
That's enough, Vicky. Yeah. Some things are better left erased.
Well, I'm glad she's back to normal. I'm going to go wash up for dinner.
Well, honey, wait. Aren't you going to tell Jamie that Vicky's okay?
Nah, just let him sweat a little.
Boy, you're tough.
Hi, Vicky. I'm sorry for what I did to you. I know you don't understand what I'm saying, but I feel awful. I've been a rotten brother.
Right, sweat a little.
Vicky, you're okay.
I'm okay. You're okay.
I guess I owe you thanks for saving me with the guys.
Speaking of guys, one guy says to another, "It's raining cats and dogs." And the other guy says, "I know. I just stepped in a poodle."
Love that robot.
A small wonder, lovely and bright and soft words. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere. She's a small wonder, lovely and bright and soft words. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, and she'll make your heart take flight. La 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 la. She's fantastic, made of plastic, microchips here and there. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere. That's how much I feel.
Good morning, Jamie. This is your wake-up call. Hey, stop! You told me to get you out of bed at 7:30 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Right. That's because the early bird gets the worm. Summer vacation's only a few weeks away. I want to look for a job and make some money. That'll be nice for a change.
Instead of working, why don't you do what you always do?
What's that?
Hit your father for a loan.
No, I do that too much. I'd like to show him I have some initiative between loans.
That'll be nice for a change.
Don't be a wise guy.
Breakfast ready, honey?
Oh, just about.
Flapjacks.
Yeah.
My favorite. Flip me a stack, Vicky. Gee, only 4? Don't expect a tip.
Jamie, put away the paper. You can read the comics after breakfast.
I'm not reading the comics, Mom. That's for kids.
Yeah, Mom, that's for kids. Garfield eats Snoopy yet?
The want ads.
The one ad.
Oh, well, all my friends are getting summer jobs to make a little extra dough, so I thought I would, too. I've been a burden on you and Dad long enough.
Oh, get your boots on, honey. Getting a little deep in here.
I mean it, Dad. Ordinarily, I'd hit you up for a raise in my allowance. That was before I matured.
You hit me up for a raise in your allowance just yesterday.
See how fast I've matured? How about some breakfast, Vicky?
Don't expect a tip.
See any interesting jobs?
Yeah, here's one. Earn $1,000 a week in your spare time.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Give me the phone.
Phone. Hello? Anybody here? Boy, I wish my mom could see this mess. Makes my room look good.
Hiya, kids. What can I do for you?
Hi, I'm Jamie Lawson, and this is my sister, Vicky.
How are you? I'm Sid Barker. Oh. I'm sorry about that. But it comes right off. Don't worry about it. See?
I see.
Mr. Barker, I'm looking for a part-time job.
One that pays $1,000 a week.
Without the use of a handgun?
I'm not afraid of hard work, Mr. Barker.
Look, kid, I like your spirit, but I think you're a little too young.
Oh, I'm not too young. I'm a mature 12.
12? I got socks older than you. Excuse me.
I've got to do something quick to prove to him that I'm a terrific worker. Hey, got it. Here, clean this place up on the double.
On the double.
It's cleaned. That ought to get me the job. When it comes to salary, I hope he's not as cheap as he looks.
So, as I was saying, kids, I'd like to help you out, but Hey, what's going on here? It's clean.
I just thought I'd give you a sample of my work. Can you use me?
Are you kidding? If you could cook, I'd marry you. Tell you what, you start work tomorrow. Afternoons and Saturdays, okay?
Great. How about salary?
I hope you're not as cheap as you look.
She's just kidding. The money really isn't that important.
Tell you what, I'll give you $1 an hour, okay?
Well, it's a little more important than that.
All right, $2 an hour, but that's it. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. But you have to hire my sister, too.
Sure, no problem. Same deal.
$2 an hour each?
No, $2 for the both of you.
He's as cheap as he looks.
Don't pay any attention to her. I'll take it. It's a deal.
Deal. You got it. I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, it's not all bad, Vicky. You do all the work, and I get all the money.
You're as cheap as he looks.
Ted, please, not in front of the plant.
Honey, I'd rather they learn it here than out on the streets.
Honey, I'm a little concerned about Jamie. Don't you think he's too young to get a job?
No. Honey, do you realize all the jobs I had when I was Jamie's age?
You did? Like what?
Well, I delivered newspapers, mowed lawns, walked dogs, shoveled snow.
Wait a minute. Shoveled snow. You grew up in Florida.
Didn't say I made a lot of money at it.
Guess what? I found a job.
Well, it's terrific, Jamie.
Congratulations, hon.
What kind of job?
Cleaning up at Sid's garage on afternoons and on Saturdays.
I got a job, too.
You did?
I've been a burden on you and Dad long enough.
You know, actually, it's not a bad idea for Vicky to get work. I mean, she has to have new experiences if we want her to be more human, right?
Yeah, and I'll be there to keep an eye on her, and she'll learn from watching me. Right, Vicky?
Right. I'll learn how you sit around on your behind while I do all the work.
Boy, after 2 days of this, I'm pooped. This is hard work.
It'll be easier if you use a straw.
Don't be a smart aleck robot. Here, read this repair manual. Educate yourself.
Educate myself. I'm educated.
Fire again, Mr. Carson. I'm sorry. I'm afraid you're going to have to leave it for a couple of days.
Oh, no. What's the problem?
Hey, friend, I just fix them. I don't explain them.
Try her again, Mr. Carson.
What?
Try her again, Mr. Carson.
She fixed it.
That's incredible. Hey, kid, from now on, you'll be known as Vicky Goodwrench.
Thanks, little girl. You're fantastic. Put it on my account, Sid.
Sure. Hey, wait a minute. You don't have an account.
I do now.
Mr. Barker, if I weren't such a bashful kid, I'd bring up the subject of a raise.
You're about as bashful as a great white shark. But you keep up the good work, kid. You never know.
I'll show him, Vicky. I'm gonna work real hard and get a raise out of him if it kills me.
You mean you'll get a raise out of him if it kills me?
Scientists at Fox Sports Laboratory.
Screwdriver. Wrench.
Sid!
Don't tell me your horn is stuck.
No! Sid, you're not going to believe this. That little girl is a genius. Since she fixed my engine last week, I'm getting 124 miles to a gallon.
124 miles to a gallon? What, do you live on a hill?
Sid, I mean it. I'm getting 124 miles to a gallon.
Holy moly!
I'm a genius.
When people hear about this, cars will be lined up around here for miles to be fixed. Sid, this little girl's going to make you rich.
Vicky, honey, come here, darling. Tell Uncle Sid, how do you do it?
She's just mechanically inclined. It's a gift. You know, like a photographic memory or a perfect pitch.
Perfect pitch.
Look at that!
Look at this.
Dad, this is our boss, Mr. Barker.
Oh, hi.
How are you? Just call me Sid.
Hi, Sid. Sorry, I was greasing the motor here.
Don't worry, it comes right off. See?
Yeah, thanks, Vicky. You're big help.
Hi.
Sid, this is my wife, Joan. Honey, this is Sid, the kid's boss. Please sit down.
Thank you. How do you do?
Oh, fine. We really want to thank you for giving our children a job.
Hey, that was my lucky day.
It's turning out to be more than just the job. Mr. Barker wants to make us partners.
Partners? Why would you want to do that?
I don't know how Vicky does it, but that kid does something to a car's fuel injection system that's fantastic. That is, unless it's a fluke.
What kind of fluke?
One that makes the car get 124 miles to the gallon.
What? No fluke, Dad. I had Vicky read all the mechanics' manuals at the garage.
She's a mechanical wonder, that kid. And out of the goodness of my heart, I'm willing to make Vicky a partner. 50-50.
50-50?
Will she take 60-40?
Sid, listen, I really appreciate your offer, but I think that we...
70-30.
Sid, listen, I think we really need some time to think about this.
Sure, I understand. I understand perfectly. No rush. I'll be waiting outside in front of my car.
Do you believe that he just offered us 70% of his business?
80-20.
Well, I think we better find out more about this and maybe even consult a lawyer.
Good idea, Dad. We've got to get the best deal we can. We're partners 50-50. 60-40. Vicky, I'm your brother. 70-30.
Boy, kid learns fast, huh?
Vicky, go set the table for dinner, please.
Do you believe that? After all I've done for her, she wants to make it 70-30. 80-20.
I got it, huh? I got it.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes?
Good morning. I'm Norman Hops with the Automated Auto Parts Corporation. I'd appreciate a few moments of your time. It's quite important.
Well, come on in. It's my wife, Joan.
I'll get right to the point. We've learned about your daughter's discovery, and we would be proud to introduce the world to the fabulous Lawson fuel injection system.
The Lawson fuel injection system?
Sounds very impressive, Mr. Hobbs.
Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it. Of course, we don't want to rush into anything. As you know, haste makes waste.
Yes, sir. I have a check made out to you for $500,000.
On the other hand, he who hesitates is a dummy. Sit down, please.
Thank you. Well, in that case, Mr. Lawson, is it a deal? All you have to do is sign on the dotted line.
Well, I would like to consult with my wife first. Joni, what do you think?
Got a pen? Oh, excuse me.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, madam. I am Sheikh Abdullah Hakim.
Hello.
You are Mrs. Lawson?
Yes?
I had no idea I would be met with such a vision of loveliness. Madam, you are a banquet for the eyes.
Oh, my.
You can cut the desert song, Abdullah.
My dear friend Norman.
You two know each other?
Does the mongoose know the cobra?
Always pleasure to see you, Norman.
And you too, Abdullah. How are all your wives?
Don't ask. One gets a headache, they all get a headache.
Hi, I'm Ted Lawson.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
What can I do for you, Sheik?
Mr. Lawson, my government is vitally interested in acquiring the rights to your secret fuel injection system.
Boy, the word gets around.
Well, you're too late this time, Abdullah. I've already offered them $500,000 for it.
Camel feed.
I'm curious, why would an oil-producing country want an invention that could radically reduce oil consumption?
Simple economics. First they buy it, then they take it out into the desert and bury it.
That makes sense.
But not this time. I'll raise that $500,000 to $1 million.
$1 million?
2 million.
3 million.
4 million. And I'll throw in 6 wives and 1 camel.
6 wives?
You drive a hard bargain. Make that 1 wife, 6 camels.
No, please, gentlemen. Your offers are very generous, but this is too big a decision to make on a spur of the moment. We're going to have a little time to think about this.
That's right. I hope you understand, Mr. Hobbs,
Yes.
and you too, Mr. Camel.
Honey, that's Mr. Cobra. I mean, Sheik Hakim.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Your wish is my command. We will await your decision. After you.
After you. Whatever he offers, I'll top.
And I'll stop him.
you've ever wanted.
Oh, we'll travel to exotic places.
A Rolls Royce for each day of the week.
Live in a beautiful mansion.
Yeah, with new furniture. Honey, that lamp, you see that lamp? This lamp right over here? I have always hated this lamp.
Ted, that's expensive.
So what? We'll buy you a new lamp. We'll buy a lamp factory, honey. Come on, we're rich. No! That chair, honey. I've always hated that chair. Right? Not to mention this table right here. I hated this table.
And not the table, too.
Of course the table, too, honey. I mean, let's do this right, okay? Oh, look at this, honey. Ugly pillow. Ugly pillow. Ugly pillow. Ugly pillow. Oh, look. Another ugly pillow. We're rich. We're rich. We're rich.
What happened in here? Holy moly!
Hi, join the fun. Break something. How you doing, partner?
You can forget that partner stuff. It's all over.
What do you mean all over?
What's the matter?
Saw those cars Vicky fixed to get 124 miles to the gallon.
You mean they're not getting 124 miles to the gallon?
Oh, they're getting it all right.
Then what's the problem?
After one tank full of gas, the engine blows.
Blows?
Blows.
No.
I'm through fixing cars. I'm going into some other business. Maybe I'll repair a washing machine.
I'm sorry, Mom. Dad.
Goodbye to all our riches.
Yeah. Well, we didn't make any money on this deal. But let's look on the bright side. We didn't lose any either.
Oh, no? What about all that furniture you wrapped?
See, there is no bright side. Mickey, why didn't you tell us those engines were going to blow?
Hey, friend, I just fix them. I don't explain them.
Homeowners, call...
A small wonder, lovely and bright and soft curves. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere. Lovely and bright and soft girl. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle, and I grant you, she'll enchant you at first sight. She's a small wonder, and she'll make your heart beat like la 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 la. She's fantastic, made of plastic, microchips here and there. She's a small wonder, brings love and laughter everywhere.
Hair loss. There are 7 degrees.
Ted?
Hi there. I was just going to go put these golf clubs in the car, and then I was going to come back in and fix that broken blender, just like I promised.
Uh-huh.
Hey, honey. You don't think I was trying to sneak off to the golf course, do you?
You couldn't sneak off if you wanted to.
Oh, I think I could if I really wanted to.
Oh, no, you couldn't.
Oh, yes, I could.
Oh, no, you couldn't.
What do you have to say about that?
My shorts are killing me.
You call that a fancy dismount, Gary? That stinks. Hey, maybe I don't do it so well, but you should see my dad. He was a gymnast in the Olympics.
No kidding.
That's nothing. My dad's a test pilot. He flies those new hot jets. Really, Norman? Yeah, and he even took me for a ride in one. Well, test pilots are cool, but they don't get medals for saving people from burning buildings, like my dad did. He's a fireman. You never told me that, Reggie. I don't like to brag, unless the occasion demands it. Hey, Jamie, what does your dad do?
My dad? Well, he works with computers.
Oh, he's just a button pusher.
Hey, how'd you like your button pushed?
Lay off him, guys. His dad's okay for a button pusher.
Hi, guys. Harriet, this is a meeting for men. That's my kind of meeting. You guys want to see my new pet turtle?
No.
His name is Speedy. He's a racing turtle.
He doesn't look too speedy to me. Yeah. Who does he race against? One-legged snails?
Oh, he's just warming up. See, he's kneeling at the starting line. And there's the finish line. Now watch. Okay, Speedy. You ready? Get set, go! Come on, Speedy! You can do it! Better, boy! Faster! Swing those arms! See that? See what? He didn't move. No, he's thinking about it.
Ta-da! Your blender is fixed.
Thanks, honey.
Now I can go to the golf course.
Only if it works.
Oh, ye of so little faith. Traitor, you're supposed to work till I get out of the house.
I should have taken it to the repair shop in the first place.
What for, honey? I mean, I'll take another stab at it.
I think you've stabbed it enough.
Come on, Vicky, you can help me collect the laundry.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Jamie.
Dad, have you ever flown in a fighter jet?
You kidding, James? I gotta take an air sick bag when I get up in a ladder.
By any chance have you ever rescued a person from a burning building?
No, but I once rescued a bagel from a burning toaster.
Come on, Dad, I'm serious. Didn't you ever want to be more than just a button pusher?
A button pusher? What gave you that idea?
Well, the guys were bragging about their dads and the exciting jobs they had. When I told them what you did, they said you were just a button pusher.
Well, that's just not true, Jamie. I have a very exciting job.
Yeah? What do you do that's exciting?
Well, I invented Vicky.
Yeah, but I can't tell the guys about her.
Oh, yeah.
What else do you do?
Well, Jamie, I have a very important job at United Robotronics. In fact, just last week, I solved a problem that nobody else could lick.
Yeah? What's that?
It's a new way for a robotic arm to screw on a jar lid.
A jar lid?
Yeah, Jamie. This could revolutionize the jam and jelly industry. What do you think about that, huh?
I think it's a good thing I know how to fight.
Jamie, wait. Come back here.
Yeah, Dad?
Listen, I'm going to tell you something that I'm doing at work that is really exciting. And I know that I can trust you.
Sure, what is it?
Do you know what this is?
A blender.
Jamie, that's just what it looks like. This is actually a secret component that fits right into a space rocket engine.
Space rocket? Wow, that's unbelievable.
Sure is.
No, Jamie. Whatever you do, don't ever touch puree.
Oh, man, I can't wait to tell the guys about this.
Loose lips sink ships.
Kid, really, I don't...
Loose lips sink ships.
Jamie, you can't let anybody worm this out of you. Project Blender is top secret. Strictly hush-hush. Got it?
Got it. They won't get it out of me even if the enemy used torture and stuck bamboo shoots under the fingernails.
Well, Jamie, I hardly think they do that to you.
Not me, you. Oh, Vicky, bring the cookies, please.
Project Blender?
Well, come on, honey. I had to tell him something. I mean, all of his friends were bragging about what exciting jobs their fathers had, and so I, stretched the truth a little bit.
Stretched it. You chopped it, sliced it, diced it, and pureed it.
Come on, Speedy. Jump over it. Jump, boy. You can do it.
Maybe your shoelaces are tied together. Well, I gotta get home. Me too. See ya, son of button pusher.
Go ahead, laugh. But I happen to know something that my dad's doing that's more important than anything your dad's ever did.
That's a crock.
Well, he is.
Then what's he doing?
I can't tell you. It's top secret.
Sure.
I'm telling you the truth. Right, Vicky?
Right. Jamie can't breathe a word about Project Blender. It's strictly hush, hush.
Vicky! What's Project Blender?
The enemy can torture me and stick bamboo shoots under my fingernails, but I'll never tell him it fits into his space rocket engine.
Whoa! Yeah. Now look what you've done, Vicky.
Jamie, how come my dad never mentioned Project Blender? And he's your dad's boss.
Maybe it's...
They haven't told him because my dad's a blabbermouth.
He's not any worse than Vicky.
Ah, there you are, Harry.
I was showing my shirt off.
Well, it's time to go for your singing lesson.
Do I have to?
How else are you going to learn to whine in B minor?
Daddy, how come you never told me about Project Blender? You know how I love to hear secrets so I can spread them around.
Project Blend? What on earth are you talking about?
Not Earth, space. It's a secret project Jamie's dad's working on at your plant.
How could they give Lawson a secret project and not tell me? I'm his boss. It isn't fair.
Daddy, you're whining in B minor.
I will get to the bottom of Project Blender even if I have to be devious and deceptive.
In other words, just be yourself.
Right. Keep it up, kid. You'll have turtle soup for dinner.
Scientists at Fox Sports Laboratory.
Ted, what about fixing the blender before it blasts off into space?
Yeah, if I make a few margaritas in it, we can all blast off into space.
Dad, there's something I'd better tell you.
What's that, Jamie?
Reggie and the guys found out about Project Blender. So did Harriet.
I see. And just how did this breakdown in security happen?
They wormed it out of me.
It's kind of your own fault, Dad. You invented the robot and taught it how to talk.
But you never taught it when to shut up.
Come on, loose lips.
Ted, this is really getting out of hand. You've got to tell Jamie the truth.
Yeah, honey, I guess you're right.
Poor kid. Thinks he leaked out a national security secret.
Yeah. Usually those leaks come out of the Pentagon.
I was just going a knot when I saw my shoelace was untied.
He's Brandon. I've never seen you looking better. What can I do for you?
Well, I hope this isn't going to sound too silly. The fact of the matter is, all day long, I've been dying for a milkshake.
What, Brandon? If I thought a milkshake could do it, I'd gladly make you one.
Right. Well, as I was saying, I'm really desperate for one. Could I borrow your blender?
Our blender?
Thanks.
No, our blender is broken.
Oh, I'll fix it.
Oh, no. I wouldn't want to take advantage of you.
Sure you would. Everybody does.
Brandon, no. Wait. All right, I'll level with you. Harriet told you this blender was part of a top-secret space project, right?
Right. And I'm your boss. Why wasn't I told about this project? Why?
Because it's not true.
I knew that. Can you imagine anybody stupid enough to fall for a story like that?
Yeah, I can. But, Brandon, you don't have to worry about it. I made the whole thing up.
I knew that, too. To tell you the truth, I hate milkshakes. They give me gas.
I knew that.
Well, I guess I better be going. So long, pal.
Yes.
So long.
Farewell. Adios.
What does he think? I'm some kind of a jerk.
What a jerk.
See, Vicky? These are pictures of Mars. Thanks to inventors like my dad, someday we'll be able to walk on Mars and meet Martian creatures. What does a Martian creature look like? Hi, Jamie. Hi, Vicky. That's what a Martian creature looks like. I'm trying to teach Speedy a new trick. Come here and I'll show you. Watch. Come on, Speedy. Roll over and play dead, fella. What is dead? Are you kidding? Don't you ever watch General Hospital? Harriet, she's led kind of a sheltered life. Well, see, Vicky, there's life, then there's death. Wait, I'll show you. You see that fly moving? That's life. That's death. Got it? That's life. Jamie, was it gonna be the what? Harriet, sweetheart, what's the matter? Vicky killed my turtle! It was an accident, Mom. Honest.
I'm sorry, honey. Now, there. Don't worry, we'll get you another one.
I don't want another turtle. I want Beanie! Well, maybe we can have it stuffed. When to stuff the turtle?
I know how you feel, Harriet. Well, when I was a little girl, I had a pet canary named Tweet Tweet, and she died too. But we gave Tweet Tweet the best funeral ever.
A funeral?
Uh-huh. And if you like, we'll get that Speedy one too. With lots of balloons and decorations.
Balloons and decorations?
And ice cream and cake.
Chocolate cake?
Oh, any kind you want. With lots of whipped cream and nuts and cherries. And we'll even have presents.
Presents?
Oh, lots of presents. It'll be like a great big party. Would you like that?
Oh, yes!
Oh, look, your turtle's moving. Speedy's alive.
Kill it!
conking out.
Oh, well, don't worry about it, honey. We'll send it into space with the blender.
Have you talked to Jamie?
Oh, no, I'll do that right now. Give me a minute.
Come on, Vicki. Why don't we go make dinner?
You always say, why don't we make dinner, and I end up making it while you watch.
Well, Vicki, you see, robots are supposed to do all the work, so it makes life easier for the human.
That's a crock.
Come on, Vicki.
Looks like every day she's becoming more human, huh, Dad?
Yeah. Jamie, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure. What about?
Well, it's about Project Blender.
What about it? More secrets?
No, Jamie. The only thing that blender is ever going to do is blend.
Good thinking. That should really confuse the Russians.
No, Jamie. What I mean is, the only way that blender's ever going to go into outer space is if the astronauts want margaritas. I mean, the milkshakes, you know.
What do you mean, Dad?
What I mean is, I was a little loose with my lips today. I didn't tell you the truth.
Why not?
Well, because your friends teased you and embarrassed you about my job, and, well, every father wants his son to be proud of him.
Gee, Dad, I am proud of you. I just needed something to get the guys off my case.
Oh, well, then you forgive me, huh?
Sure. I love you for better or for worse. Even if this wasn't one of your better days.
Well, thanks, because I feel really stupid about this.
Yeah, me too. How could I have ever been so gullible? What a whopper.
Come on, let's help Mom with dinner.
Vicki, I need the parsley now. Could you chop it a little faster?
Honey, I'll take this vacuum and the blender into the repair shop in the morning. And where is the blender?
I don't know. You had it last.
I should have known.
Hi.
What are you doing with our blender, Brandon?
Well, I thought I'd fix it for you. Old Ted's such a klutz. A little surprised.
Yeah, sure you did. After making sure it wasn't for Project Blender in outer space,
Well,
I told you it wasn't.
How could I believe you? You told me the truth.
Well, you can bet on one thing. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about my real secret project.
Real secret project?
It's whopper time.
Is it blabbermouth too?
What secret project?
No, forget it. Forget I said anything.
What secret project?
Well, as long as I mentioned it, and now that I know I can trust you...
You can. You can.
Yeah. This is it.
This is what?
Project Clean Sweep.
Project Clean Sweep?
Would you
Looks like an ordinary vacuum cleaner to me.
You see, that's the beauty of it, Brandon. This baby will be fully operational as soon as I can solve one little problem with the suction motor.
Hey, I fixed your blender, right? I bet I can fix this, too. Here we go. Come on, Sean, plug this in.
It doesn't work.
Come on. Turn it on. What's the problem?
You've seen the hit Fox series Cops.
Small wonder, lovely and bright and soft girl. She's a small wonder, a child unlike other girls. She's a miracle.
She's a miracle, and I grant you
James. How's ball game?
Greatest game of my career.
What happened?
Okay, picture this. Bottom of the second. My team is down 42-39.
It's a pitcher's duel.
Okay, my team's got the bases loaded. 2 outs, and I'm at bat. The pitcher throws me a wicked curveball. I swing, hit it with all my might. The ball sails out to left field. It's going! It's going! It's gone! Home run, we win.
That's terrific, Jay. You could never hit a curveball before. What'd you do different?
He closed his eyes.
Maybe that'd work with my driver. Hello? Yeah, this is Mr. Lawson. What? Well, how do you know it was my son who hit the ball through your window? His name and his number were on the ball. Well, listen, I'm sorry about that, Mr. Thatcher. Have it fixed. Send me the bill. I'll take care of it. No problem. All right. Is that true, Jamie?
Well, yeah, Dad. But it wasn't just any ball I hit. That was my first home run of the season.
That was the first home run of your life.
I told you not to play in Mr. Thatcher's lot, and I don't want you to do it again.
Okay, Dad. I knew I could con you.
What?
Count on you to get me off the hook.
Oh, good. I'm glad you kids are home. I need you to go to the market for me.
Now? But, Mom, I just...
No, but. Now, here's the shopping list of the money. Get going.
But, Mom...
No, but. Get going. Going. Going.
Gone! Oh, wow, Vicky, look at all this. Hey, look, someone was playing tic-tac-toe. Come on, let's finish it. I'll be the O's, you be the X's. Okay, your turn.
I win.
Wrong. You lose. I'm going to call the police.
The police?
Yeah, the police.
Your turn.
Hi.
Hi.
Kids back from the market yet? I am really ready for one of your fabulous dinners.
Oh, good. We're having Brussels sprouts and liver.
If we hurry, we can get the Zippy Burger before it closes.
Good. Brussels sprouts and liver are loaded with iron.
So is a 58 Buick.
And don't even think about phoning for pizza. Hi, Harriet.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Mom?
Dad?
Well, actually, mother-in-law and father-in-law, since I'm going to marry your son. Or would you prefer that I called you Ted and Joan?
Oh, maybe after the wedding, Harriet, you know. In the meantime, can we stick with Mr. and Mrs. Lawson?
Okay.
Okay.
But you can still call me Harriet. I want the kind of wholesome family relationship that hasn't been seen since the Waltons. This gift is an expression of my sincerity.
Why, thank you. Oh, look, Ted. Just what we've always wanted. Waxed fruit.
My mother says you can never have enough wax fruit. No, 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 no.
Well, can't taste any worse than Brussels sprouts and liver.
By the way, where's Honey Bun? Jamie.
Oh, that honey bun. Oh, it's a good question. Jamie and Vicky should have been back in the market a half an hour ago.
He does the shopping. Tell me, are all the Lawson men so easy to train?
Ted, get that.
Huh? Oh, yes, dear.
Any questions?
Hello? Well, this is Mr. Lawson. What? What?
What's wrong?
Are they all right? No, thank you. We'll be right there.
Wait, it's the kids? Where are they?
They're in the slammer. They've been arrested.
Oh, no.
Come on, let's go.
Great, not even married. And already my man's a jailbird. Can't believe that guy actually had us arrested.
Are they sending us up the river?
Where'd you get that from?
On TV. I watched the James Cagney Film Festival. You dirty rat. Cut the world, Ma! No, they're not sending us up the river. Spray painting's no big deal. Don't sweat it. Besides, Mom and Dad always get us out of jams. Oh, here they are. See, what did I tell you? We're out of here. Are you all right? Sure, Mom, no problem.
No problem? You call getting arrested no problem?
Don't sweat it. You always get us out of jams.
Well, what on earth did you do?
We were just swimming around spray painting a building. It's no big deal.
No big deal. You call vandalism, destruction of private property, assaulting me, no big deal?
What do you mean assaulting you?
She attacked me with a can of spray paint. I've had it with these little punks up to here.
You've only had it up to here.
Everything to them is a big joke.
Look, sir, I'm sure it was just an accident.
Well, they're not getting away with it this time. I've been after one of these graffiti punks for a year. I spent a fortune cleaning my walls. I'm putting these two little hoodlums behind bars.
Sir, I can assure you they've never done anything like this before. They're really well-mannered little hoodlums. Kids.
Please, be reasonable.
Be reasonable? It's criminals like this that make an ugly eyesore out of a decent neighborhood. And now this.
Mr. Braddock, Sergeant Pepper's ready for you to sign the complaint.
It will give me great pleasure.
Now we going up the river?
Bingo, kid.
No way, Vicky. Dad'll fix it.
Where do I sign, Sergeant?
Right at the bottom, Mr. Braddock.
You know, these little spray painting kids really get me mad.
I don't blame you. And some of the words they spray, I had to ask my kid what they meant.
Wait, sir, before you sign that,
Who are you?
well, we're Mr. and Mrs. Lawson. We're the parents of the children involved.
The two dear, sweet, never been in trouble before children.
Oh, sure they are.
Listen, Sergeant, isn't there something we can do before this gets out of hand?
Well, don't ask me. Ask the man in the hand-painted tie. While you decide, I've got to go out and check my car. These meter maids around here are vicious.
Mr. Braddock, listen.
Forget it, Lawson, forget it. I'm going to make an example out of your little Bonnie and Clyde.
It's Jamie and Vicky.
Mr. Braddock, we'd be willing to do anything to make it up to you.
That's right, anything at all. You just name it.
Name it?
Right? Just name it.
Well, it's like I said, a spray painting is a blight on the neighborhood.
You're absolutely right.
And it's expensive to clean up, too.
I understand. How about $50?
How about $250?
$250? That is highway fairness.
You got it. It's all settled. $250 to clean your wall.
Right. And $150 for my shirt.
$150? That is out and out. Will you take a check?
Yeah, I think a check would be okay.
He's a man, dear.
Fine.
What have you folks decided?
Oh, you can tear up the complaint, Sergeant. It's all been settled amiably.
Oh?
Here's your check.
I wouldn't take a check without seeing a driver's license or a major credit card. Just a thought.
I hope your health is as good as that check.
If it isn't, your health won't be too good.
Well, folks, I hope I don't see your kids in here again.
Well, I'm sure you won't. I think they've learned a lesson.
Some lesson. Get in trouble and Mommy and Daddy will pay off and bail you out. You know, I kind of had the same situation with my own little boy.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
Well, he decided that the neighbor's cat looked better with a mohawk haircut. Oh, thought it was a big joke until I taught him a lesson.
How did you do that?
Well, I had some of the guys from the SWAT team surround our house. And when he heard, "You're under arrest," through a bullhorn, I tell you, it inspired him to take the path to everlasting righteousness.
Amen. I like that, yeah.
You know, I got the idea from a TV show. You know that one where they put kids in prison and then have real criminals scare them into toeing the line?
Oh, right, yeah, I heard about that. Well, did it work on the kids?
Well, I don't know about the kids, but it sure scared the hell out of me.
You know, maybe there's a way we can teach our kids a lesson they'll never forget.
How?
Well, with the sergeant's help here, maybe we can bring our kids to the path of everlasting righteousness.
You mean you're going to put your kids in jail with some hardened criminals?
just one hardened criminal. Okay. Okay, Lawsons, on your feet.
I told you, Vicky, we're out of here.
Maybe in 3 to 5. We gotta get your mugshots, fingerprints, and fit you for a stripe suit.
Stripe suit?
That's the law, kid. Use a spray gun. Go to jail.
We're going to jail? Bingo, kids.
When Roseanne is ordered to stay in bed, Dan's in charge.
But, officer, we're not criminals. All we did was spray paint a wall.
Quiet. Okay, next criminal. Face forward. Now turn your head. I've been putting in too much overtime.
You sure that we're doing the right thing?
I'm positive. Just because Mr. Braddock dropped the charges, that doesn't solve the problem. Jamie still thinks it's no big deal, and he's got to learn some respect for other people's property. Besides, it's been a while since we've had pictures taken of the kids. Okay, into the cell.
Well, we can't be going to jail. We're just little kids.
We won't be when we get out.
Where are my parents? I want my parents!
Ah, pipe down. Your parents can't help you now.
Then I'll take anybody's parents.
Pipe down.
Jamie! Jamie, oh my boy! You're a convict, tragic outcast from society. Harriet, what are you doing here?
Overacting.
Don't worry, my love. I'll be waiting when you get out. I'll be the little old gray-haired lady with the shopping cart at the front gate.
Great, and I'll be the little old gray-haired man sneaking out the back gate.
Don't worry, Jamie. Even if they put you on a chain gang and you go crazy with the whipping and the heat and you kill a guard and they fry you in the chair, I'll be there to cry on your ashes.
Poor baby. You've got to be strong and brave.
First, I gotta get past weak and scared.
But Jamie, you must keep up your strength.
I'm going right home and make you some chicken soup with a file in it.
All right, move it. Hey, watch it, man. Watch it. Watch it.
Into the cell.
Hey! What are you staring at, short stuff?
Me? Staring? I wasn't staring. That's a look of profound admiration.
You pulling my leg?
I will if you want me to.
She's just kidding, miss. Whoever you are.
Well, you can just call me Spike, Spurt. And watch it with the jokes, sister. The only thing that makes me laugh is the sound of bones breaking. You know what I mean, punk?
Right. Right, sir. Ma'am. You spikeness?
So what are you in here for? Robbery? Assault?
We spray painted a wall.
Spray painted a wall.
It was a tough wall.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a start in the right direction. See, that's how me and Animal got started.
You have a dog.
No, the Animal's my brother. However, we do keep him chained in the yard. Well, anyway, there wasn't any money in spray painting buildings, so instead we started robbing them.
Economically sound.
Oh, yeah, and by the time we were your age, we were stealing cars and knocking off liquor stores.
Liquor store?
Oh, yeah. Me and my bro, we done it all. Extortion, grand theft, had a lot of fun. Don't you think that's a lot of fun?
Oh, yeah, fun.
Yeah, well, see, they think that they can, break me by sticking me in jail. But I got news for them. You see, because the rotten, stink, cold, and clammy cells, they don't bother me. And neither do the knives and riots and gang beatings. You know what I mean? Kind of like a floor show.
That's what jail's like?
Oh, yeah. But you kids keep up the good work. You could spend most of your time in jail. Oh, hey! Cockroach. Dinner.
Dinner?
Oh, yeah. In prison, we call it the catch of the day.
I'd rather have chicken soup with a file in it.
Judge Fenton, we really appreciate your help.
Well, I'm always happy to do anything that'll improve children's respect for law and other people's property.
Well, they really are good kids, Your Honor. But we're all for teaching them a lesson to remember.
Well, if more parents did that, I think there'd be a lot less crime. And I'd still have my car stereo.
In here, punks.
Mom, Dad!
Jamie, Judge Fenton would like to talk to you.
Judge?
Judge, you may be seated. Jamie and Victoria Lawson, you are charged with vandalism, assault, and destruction of private property. How do you plead?
Like this? Please, please, please don't send me to jail. Please, please, please. Sorry, sir, Your Honor.
Young man, you and your sister have committed a crime which has offended society. You may think that spray painting is a joke, but it's quite serious. It could be the beginning of a life of crime.
I know that, Your Honor. Honest.
And you, young lady, how do you feel about spray painting?
Hey, that's how me and my bro got started. Ricky.
Started? How do you mean?
Well, there wasn't no money in it. So instead of spraying the buildings, we robbed them.
You what?
Then we stole cars and knocked off liquor stores. Vicky, stop!
Well, I'm sure there's an explanation for this.
There better be. What is it, Mrs. Lawson?
Tell him, Ted.
Well, Judge, I'm sure Sergeant Pepper can clear this whole thing. I mean, look at her. Could she have possibly knocked off a liquor store?
You bet. Me and my bro done it all. Extortion, grand theft. You know what I mean? You dirty rat. We want some decent show. Vicky, knock it off. Thanks to you, they'll be shaving my head before I shave my face. I'd give anything to get on the other side of those bars. No problem. No, Vicky! Put them back together! Back together. It's bad enough being a criminal, but do you know what they do to escaped convicts? Yes.
Prison break, prison break. Go out the dog.
What's all the noise out here?
Just a prison break. Mom, Dad, get us out of here, or we'll be walking that last mile.
Don't worry, Jamie. It's all been cleared up.
Oh, wow. Great. Oh. I promise I'll never do anything to break the law again.
We're glad to hear that, Jamie.
Now, can we please go home? Nothing personal, officer, but I hope I never see you again.
Same here, Jamie. And that goes for you too, Vicky.
Hey, forget the Vicky. You can call me Spike. Know what I mean?
while you're eating out.
Darn fly. Vicky, swat that fly on the end table. Sorry, Mom. Our robot doesn't know her own strength. Come on, Vicky, let's see if we can fix it.
Honey, this is the most incredible day I have ever had.
Well, what happened?
Well, remember I told you my company was trying to land that big robotics contract with a Middle East country?
Oh, and you landed it! Oh.
Well, not exactly. But the ruler of the country, the sheikh, is coming to personally discuss the contract, and you know what?
Oh, and you're gonna handle it.
Well, or not exactly.
Hey, get to the point. I'm wearing out my pucker.
The point is, the sheikh is coming here, to our house.
Here?
Yeah, he wanted to visit a typical American home, and the company president picked ours.
Oh, my gosh. I'm gonna get the sofa cleaner and the rug shampooed.
Forget it, honey. He'll be here in an hour.
An hour? But, Ted,
Honey, thanks for being so understanding.
Well, not exactly.
Hi. What's going on, Jamie? Why are you making hors d'oeuvres? A sheik from the Middle East is coming to visit us. A sheik? Oh, that's Trey Sheik. I hear those camel jockeys are really rich. Sheiks give people their weight in diamonds. Where'd you hear that, Vicky?
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Maybe the sheik will be in the mood to weigh me. Or should I wait? In a few years, I'll have stuff that weighs more. Here. You could really do something that'd mean a lot to me. Anything for you, Sugar Lips. What? Don't slam the door on your way out.
Oh, Ted, I am so nervous. I mean, how do you entertain royalty? I don't know how to act. I'd hate to offend the sheik in any way.
Yeah, me too. If I blow this, I could end up soldering circuit boards in Okinawa. Listen, let's just watch him and do what he does, okay?
It's a good idea. And you do the same thing, kids.
Sure, Mom. Sure, Mom.
I want you to be very polite and attentive. Got it?
Polite and attentive. Got it.
Okay, that must be him. Let's get ready, everybody. Come on. Here. Here. Okay.
Mr. Lawson?
Yes.
I am Mustafa Ahad. Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Welcome to our humble home, Your Highness.
Yes, it is very humble. However, I am not His Royal Highness. I am but his trusted advisor. Allow me to introduce His Royal Highness. Falcon of the 5 deserts, chieftain of the 10 tribes, monarch of the dunes, Sheikh Mohammed Al-Sakir Ibrahim Ahmed Hakir, most exalted ruler of Tabiri.
Welcome to our home, Your Royal Highness.
Hey, dudes. Is that not the traditional greeting of Americans? I saw it on TV.
Oh, no, that's just fine, Your Royal Highness. Falcon of the 5 and 10.
Falcon of the 5 deserts, chieftain of the 10 tribes, monarch of the dunes, Sheikh Mohammed Al-Sakir Ibrahim Ahmed Hakim, most exalted ruler of Tabiri.
Hey, dude. You may address me as Sheikh. I would like now to introduce my wife, Wahad.
Your wife?
My other wife, Itme. And my other our other wife, Boleta. And of course, the twins, Araba and Hamse.
You have 5 wives?
He travels light.
Isn't he a little young to be married?
But of course, these are merely his wives-to-be. He is only 13. You see, in our country, he cannot be married until he comes of age.
Why, I thought so.
When he is 40.
He's already got 5 wives, and I can't even get a date.
Your Royal Highness, I would like to introduce my family. This is my daughter, Vicky, my son, Jamie, and my only wife, Joan.
How do you do, Your Highness?
I am pleased to meet you, Mrs. Lawson.
Vicky, would you get the cold drinks out of the kitchen and Jamie the hors d'oeuvres, please?
Sure, Mom.
Well, why don't we get comfortable? Please, let's sit down.
The son helps with the serving, while the wife does nothing? Americans have strange customs.
True, but we must not offend our hosts. Perhaps if we just observe them, see their customs, and do what they do.
Splendid suggestion.
Thank you.
Glad I thought of it.
Now remember, just do what they do and we'll be okay.
I should say, Mr. Lawson, that your eyes must always be lower than the shakes when you are sitting.
Oh, certainly.
You have done me a great honor inviting me into your home, Mr. Lawson.
Oh, no. It's a great honor for us, Shay.
How long will you be in this country?
Until our business is concluded. A few days.
And to see Disneyland.
What's going on in here? A slumber party? Whatever happened to sitting on the furniture?
Oh, you prefer to sit on the furniture. Excellent suggestion. Glad I thought of it.
Dear?
A cold drink, Your Royal Highness.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure to serve you.
You are a very polite girl, Vicky.
I am very polite and attentive. Have an hors d'oeuvre.
What is this I'm eating?
Oh, they're little wieners wrapped in a biscuit.
Now, aren't they great? They're called pigs in a blanket.
Pig! Pig!
Pig!
Mr. Lawson, I should explain that pigs in our country are considered unclean and we are forbidden to eat of them.
Oh, I see. No, Your Highness. They're not actually made from pigs. That's just a nickname. They're all beef. And kosher.
Well.
Well, I would like to propose a toast to His Royal Highness.
The camel jockey.
Vicky!
Your Royal Highness, I don't know what could have gotten into Vicky. I apologize for her remark.
And so you should. His Highness is not a camel jockey.
No, of course not.
I am the greatest camel jockey.
In Tabiri, no one races camels faster than His Highness. It is against the law.
Boy, you talk about your home field advantage.
I shall consider your words a gracious compliment, Vicky.
Thank you, camel jockey.
And now, in appreciation for your having His Highness in your humble home, it is our custom to present a gift to the host.
Yes. And as a firstborn son, I wish to present it to your firstborn son.
Well, that's very nice, but it's just not necessary.
Dad, the guy's a sheikh. He can do what he wants.
You must accept. To refuse would be an insult.
So what's the gift?
She is your gift.
I accept.
All right, fans, here we go. Your Royal Highness, that's very generous of you, but we couldn't possibly accept one of your future wives as a gift for Jamie.
Dad, I promise I'll never ask you for another thing.
Forget it, Jamie.
Mr. Lawson, as I have mentioned, to refuse a gift from His Royal Highness would be an unspeakable insult.
Well, I understand that, but a wife for my 13-year-old son is just out of the question.
But they are twins. I have a sped.
Well, thanks, Your Highness, but we wouldn't want to break up a matched set.
In that case, I'm afraid any business dealings with your company are out of the question.
Arabo, welcome to the family.
Dad. Oh, thank you, Dad. I don't care if I ever get a dog.
Well, now that that's settled, I'm sure His Royal Highness would like to see the rest of our home.
Yes, I would like that.
Well, Jamie, while I'm doing a little business with Mustafa, why don't you and Vicky show the sheikh around the house?
Come, Your Highness, and we'll show you around the house.
We'll start with the kitchen. I bet you've never seen what a microwave does to a ping pong ball. Excuse me, Mrs. Lawson. Mrs. Lawson, I like the sound of that.
Mustafa, we certainly don't want to offend His Royal Highness, but in our country, a boy Jamie's age simply can't have a wife.
Isn't there anything that you can do?
Mrs. Lawson, in our country, we have a saying, never pitch a tent when the desert wind blows sand across a camel's foot.
Well, what does that mean?
You got a big problem.
Sheikh, I really want to thank you for my wife. Most of the gifts I get need batteries.
I am sure you will find Araba suitable. Your every wish is her command. For example, say you have a small hunger, you desire sweet cake. Simply clap your hands and say, sweet cake.
Here is your sweet cake, Sheikh. I threw in the milk, Sheikh.
Why, thank you, Vicky. Your sister is exceptionally obedient.
Obedient? That's her. She'd stand on her head for you. Well, let me show you the rest of the...
Look! Amazing!
Mustafa, there must be some way of solving our problem without jeopardizing any business with my company.
Perhaps you could explain it to the sheikh that this is an exceptional case, and then he could take back his wife and give Jamie some other small token of his affection.
Yeah.
Perhaps His Highness could give Jamie an oil well. How does that sound?
Very affectionate.
And the bedrooms and stuff are this way, Sheikh.
One moment. Mustafa.
Yes.
American women are quite different than I have been led to believe. And now considering taking one for a wife.
Splendid, Your Highness. Don't you agree, Mrs. Lawson?
Yes, of course.
Well, I think it would be excellent for relations between your country and ours.
I am pleased that you feel that way. Because, for my wife, I choose Vicky.
Vicky?
She is so obedient.
Your Royal Highness, we're very flattered, but that's just not possible.
Dad, the guy's a sheikh. He can do what he wants.
Your Highness, you don't understand.
I understand completely. You wish to throw a multi-million-dollar contract for your company.
You'll be soldering circuit boards in Okinawa.
You would not want to lose that contract, now would you, Mr. Lawson?
No, certainly not.
I will expect you tomorrow night at my hotel suite at 7. At that time, I will present my bride-to-be with a ring of engagement. Until tomorrow.
But when do I get my wife?
when His Highness gets his. Until tomorrow.
Nice going, Ted. You married off both of our kids in one night.
Just relax, Joan. There is a way out of this.
Who wants a way out?
Now, the Sheikh is impressed with Vicky because she's so obedient, right?
Right.
So?
So?
So what if she's not so obedient?
But what about my wife? Forget it. We'll get you that dog.
That better be one great dog.
But where is my bride to be?
Well, she's right here, Your Royal Highness. Vicky?
How beautiful you look in that costume I sent you. You are more radiant than the sunrise on the Great Nile.
Please to be seated. His Highness has an entertainment for you.
Forget it.
They are delightful, yes? They have trained for this dance since they were mere babies.
I can do that.
She's not only beautiful and obedient, but talented as well. And now, Vicky, to make our engagement official, I present you with this bauble.
Look at the size of that sucker. That's some bauble.
You call this piece of Coke bottle a ring? I've seen better rings around a bathtub.
I will excuse your outburst this once, Vicky. You may sit next to me and fluff my pillows.
Fluff your own pillows, turkey.
Young lady, that is no way to speak to His Royal Highness.
Who asked you, camel breath?
What has happened to her? Vicky, if you are to be my wife, you must do as I say. Fluff my pillows.
You clap your hands at me one more time, Buster, and I'll fluff your mouth. Great, I'm starved.
This is terrible. I cannot take a wife like this. I would lose the respect of my people and be disgraced.
1,000 pardons, O great lion of the dunes. But if you were to break your word by ending the engagement, you would also be disgraced.
Mustafa, maybe there's a way out of this predicament. If we could arrange a simple exchange of gifts, then His Royal Highness wouldn't be disgraced. Like trading Vicky for Jamie's wife, Araba.
Can't we make that Vicky for a wife to be named later?
You would not be insulted by such an arrangement?
Well, normally, yes, but since it's between such good friends...
That is very gracious of you. And in the spirit of friendship, the contract with my country is yours.
Well, that's great. Thank you.
And now, Miss Vicky, since the engagement is off, perhaps you would like to return the ring to His Highness.
Are you crazy? Look at the size of this sucker. Watch this, Vicky. Bullseye! How about that, Vicky? Big deal. Oh, yeah? Let's see you do a wise guy. I only need one. Any questions? Yeah. How would you like to be rewired as a blender? Hi! Hi! What's the get-up for, Harriet?
They're having tryouts for the cheerleading squad at school. Want to see the cheer made up?
No.
Okay. Lean to the left, lean to the right. Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight. Yay, team!
Harriet, why do you want to be a cheerleader?
Because they have lots of fun, and they pal around together. And they even have slumber parties at each of the cheerleaders' homes.
Slumber parties? You mean all those great-looking girls run around the house in their pajamas?
Uh-huh.
Vicky, you're going to try out for a cheerleader.
You, it's Ida Mae, your favorite neighbor.
Right, and poison ivy's my favorite plant.
Hi.
Hi, it's so
Wonderful to see me, I know. Every morning when I get up and look in the mirror, I get little goosebumps.
I can understand that.
As my dear friend Clint Eastwood always says to me, Ida Mae, you make my day.
Do you really know him?
I'm the one who gave him the name Dirty Harry.
Well, if you'll excuse me, Ida Mae, I want to finish making these hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, playing Betty Crocker. Still the dependable little housewife.
Ida Mae, I just think a wife should do nice things for her husband.
That's what Phil used to say.
Who's Phil?
My second husband. Or was he my third? Oh, it's just a blur of honeymoons.
Well, you never told me you were married before.
What's to tell? Those men were all animals. They expected me to be a slave, just like you.
I am not a slave. I'm just making some snacks. My father's coming to visit us.
How sweet. In a diabetic sort of way. Is your mother coming too?
No, my father's a widower. In fact, we haven't seen him over a year.
Well, I can understand that. Who'd want to spend a vacation watching you slice cheese?
Here we are, Dad. Welcome to my home sweet mortgage.
Say, there's my darling little granddaughter. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Come on over here, Vicky, and give your grandpa a great big hug.
A great big hug.
Yeah. Oh.
Stop, Vicky. That's big enough.
Oh. I keep forgetting she's really a robot. Oh, what strength.
I can crack walnuts between my toes.
Tony, we're back.
Grandpa!
Davy boy! Oh, my goodness, look at you. You're growing like a weed. And so handsome.
Yeah.
And Vicky, you're growing like an erector set.
Yeah. Daddy, oh, Daddy!
Jody.
Welcome.
Oh, how's my beautiful daughter? Oh, and who's this?
Oh, this is our neighbor's sister, Ida Mae Brendel. Ida Mae. This is Joan's father, Dr. Jim Anderson.
Always a pleasure to meet a charming lady.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you're trying to make a pass, Buster, you can just... Did he say doctor?
That's right.
How nice. Doctors do very well, don't they?
Well, hi, goodbye.
Jamie, Vicky, would you go in the kitchen and finish making those hors d'oeuvres, please?
Sure, Mom. Come on, erector set.
Okay, weed.
Ida Mae, listen, if you don't mind, Dad's had a long flight, and I'm sure he'd like to relax.
Oh, I don't mind at all. Come on, let's relax.
Dad, it's so good to have you here. Oh, you just look wonderful.
Well, thank you. I feel wonderful. That's because I exercise, eat properly, and never go near a doctor.
Well, I haven't been feeling so well myself. It's such a comfort knowing there's a doctor right next door who can check my heart. Which right now is fluttering like a hummingbird's wings.
So, what's happening back home, Dad?
Yeah, how's the doctor business? You, keeping them in stitches?
Well, to tell you the truth,
I heard the funniest story the other day from my dear friend, Jonas Salk.
Jonas Salk? You mean Dr. Salk? You know him?
Well, ever since he was a skinny little kid with acne. You know, I couldn't have been more surprised when he invented a cure for polio. I thought it would be for pimples.
So, Dad, have you seen...
stories I could tell you about dear Jonas.
Well, I'd like to hear them sometime.
What about tonight, over dinner?
Well,
I'll pick you up at 7.
7?
Joni, you didn't tell me your daddy was such a fast worker. Bye, Jimbo.
Listen, Dad, we're really sorry about... You know, you don't have to go out with her tonight.
Well, I wouldn't want to be rude. I mean, she is your friend and neighbor. Besides, it's only dinner. I mean, what harm can come from grabbing a quick bite?
Remember Jaws?
Poor Dad. He must be having a miserable time with Ida May.
Hi.
Hi, you're home early.
Couldn't wait to get rid of Ida May, huh? We should have told you about her.
Oh, yes, you should have. I mean, what an interesting woman. I mean, she knows everyone. Did you know that Ida May was the one who talked Sylvester Stallone into being an actor? Before he met her, he was going to be a speech therapist.
Dad, there's a lot you don't know about Ida May.
Oh, I'm sure. Maybe I'll find out some of it tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Huh? We're going dancing. She said she'd show me some of the steps she taught Michael Jackson. Oh, I'm bad. Real bad. Good night. Good night.
There's Debbie Barnhill. Man, she is so... I can't find the word.
Try developed.
I'd sure like to ask her out, but she only dates 9th grade hunks.
And you're an 8th grade flunk.
Oh, yeah? Catch this action. Hi, Debbie.
Hi!
Remember me? Jamie Lawson, I sit next to you in math.
Wow! Far out!
Who cares? I understand completely. You don't want it to look too obvious that you liked me.
Oh, gag me with a spoon.
Well, I tried.
Well, you bombed.
There's Mr. Bryant. Some yo-yo must be in trouble.
Jamie, I want to talk to you.
Lots of luck, yo-yo.
Jamie, I'm sure you're aware of the cheerleading tryouts we're having here on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Well, I've decided to use student judges from the 3 grades, and you've been chosen to represent the 8th grade.
Yeah? Great! How come? Because I'm so popular?
No, I pulled your name out of a hat.
Jamie, I heard. You're gonna be a judge, huh?
Well, it looks that way, Debbie.
Awesome, I'm trying out for cheerleader.
Really?
Yeah. Want to share my lunch?
Sure.
Gag me with a spoon.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Is my Jimbo here?
No, Jimbo is playing golf, though, with Teddo.
That's the 3rd time this week, oh. Well, he won't have time for foolish games like that afterwards.
Afterwards?
After we're married.
Married? Did my father ask you to marry him, Ida May?
Well, no, but he will. And please, forget the Ida May. You can call me Mommy Dearest.
Tonight, Homer gets a new job as Mr. Burns' assistant.
Ted!
You see what you made me do, Joan?
Well, how can you practice hope at a time like this. Ida May thinks she's going to marry my father.
Joan, what Ida May thinks isn't important. It's what your father thinks that counts.
Oh, honey, Ted, I forgot to mention I can't stay for dinner. I'm taking Ida May out.
Dad, you've seen Ida May every night since you've been here. Do you really like her that much?
Oh, she's a million laughs. You know, I've been a widower so long, I forgot how much fun it is to date.
Yeah, well, dating's one thing, but you're not thinking about maybe marrying again, are you?
Well, if the right woman came along, I might take another dip in the sea of matrimony. Who knows? Well, I better get dressed.
Did you hear that? He said, who knows?
Joni, who knows doesn't mean a thing. It's I do that does all the damage. Just stop jumping to conclusions, okay?
I'm not. Ida May has him completely hoodwinked. Oh, with us, she's Godzilla. With him, she's Gidget.
Where are you going, handsome?
Debbie finally agreed to go out with me. Guess my macho image and great personality.
And because she's trying out for a cheerleader and you're a judge.
Honey, it sounds like she's just using you to get your vote.
And she's doing a bang-up job of it.
Till you stop that. You know that Ida May doesn't love him. She's just after him because she knows that a doctor makes a good living.
And she's doing a bang-up job of it.
Joni, your father is capable of making his own decisions. And if you don't want him to resent you, don't say anything. Don't butt in.
But Ted...
Butt out.
Well, I don't care what your father says. I'm not going to let that vampire sink her teeth into my father.
Dad said to butt out.
Well, what your father doesn't know won't hurt him. And with your help, Vicky, I just might be able to convince Ida May that my dad isn't the great catch that she thinks he is. Okay?
Like, wow, like far out, like who cares?
I'll get it, Vicky. It's the vampire. And you know what to do.
I know what to do.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Vicky.
Hello, vampire.
Oh, won't you please sit down, Ida May? My dad will be right out.
Oh, thank you. Listen, I hope you don't go too crazy giving me expensive presents.
Expensive presents?
Next Mother's Day.
I won't, Mommy dearest.
You know, it's going to seem strange having a daughter-in-law older than I.
Oh, hi there, Ida May. Jim will be right out. So where are you two crazy kids going tonight, huh? Mud wrestling?
He told you.
Honey, would you go tell Dad that she's here?
Sure.
Well, Ida May, my father and you have certainly hit it off.
Oh, yes, that dear man. He's so sweet, so generous, so handsome.
So broke.
Broke?
Vicky, you're not supposed to talk about that.
My Jimbo's broke. Oh, that's a joke, right? It's not a joke.
Well, I'm afraid not. But I'm sure things will be better once that malpractice suit is settled. If it doesn't wipe him out.
Malpractice suit?
Oh, it's just a money-hungry patient. But Dad says they don't have a leg to stand on.
That's why they're suing.
Isn't he insured?
Oh, I'm afraid he couldn't afford it. I mean, after all, my dad is just a country doctor. Some of his patients pay him in chickens.
Chickens?
Instead of big bucks, he gets big clucks.
Oh, but I'm sure it makes no difference to you, Ida May, that my father's practically a pauper.
Pauper? What on earth are you talking about, Joan?
Dad, well...
Joan, what have you been telling Ida May?
Nothing.
She told her grandpa gets paid in chickens who are being sued for malpractice.
What?
Jim, Let me put this as delicately as I can. Financially, are you in the toilet?
Well, let me answer you delicately. Financially, I'm flushed.
I didn't doubt it, not for a moment.
Joan, what did I tell you about butting in?
It's just trying to protect Dad. She didn't want him marrying the vampire.
Now, Joni, whom I marry is my business.
You tell him, Snooky Wookums.
Even if it's the vampire.
That's a lovely compliment.
Well, however, the fact is, I have no intention of marrying Ida May or anyone else.
What? You mean you were just toying with my affections? And all the while you had no intention of taking advantage of me?
Ida May, I never promised you anything more than a good time.
Oh, you tell her, Dad. Ow.
Goodbye, you quack.
Say, did I lead her on and not realize it?
No, Dad.
No, Dad. She's just looking for a man to support her in the style to which she's dying to become accustomed.
Well, anyway, now I'll have more time with Jamie and Vicky. Right, honey?
Right, Snooky Wookums.
Well, now we're down to the final 3 contestants for the 2 open places on the Grant Junior High cheerleading squad. Next, we have Debbie Barnhill.
Like, give me a G. Like, give me an R. Like, give me an A. Like, give me an N. Like, give me a T. Like, what did I spell? Like, grand. Like, great. Like, yeah. Oh.
Debbie, are you okay?
Yes.
Thank you, Debbie. And our next contestant is Harriet Brindle. Harriet?
Leap in the air and spin yourself around. Wave all your arms and roll on the ground. Kick up your feet and never say die, because we are the team from Grant Junior High. Yay, Grant!
Thank you, Harriet. That was very, very good. And our final competitor is Vicki Lawson.
Grant's the best from here to Maine. Opponents all go down the drain. We always win, come sun or rain. So climb aboard the victory train.
Like, how did she do that? Vicki! That was something else. And now for the big moment. Which 2 of these ladies will be members of the junior high cheerleading squad? Judges, what have you decided? What's going on here? You're supposed to vote for 2 girls. And all 3 of you voted for Debbie Barnhill. Now, how come?
Easy. She was the best.
You mean the best? She can't cheer, she can't jump, what? She can't even land. I want the truth. Why did you vote for her?
Well, Debbie let me take her out for pizza.
What? She let me take her out for pizza.
Me too.
That double-crosser. I thought I was the only one she was using. I think we'd like to vote again, Mr. Bryant.
Mm-hmm, good thinking. I am pleased to announce that the new members of the cheerleading squad are Harriet Brindle and Vicki Lawson. Thank you all for trying out. You were very good.
Like, barf me out! Like, I ate all that pizza for nothing. Like, I got cramps. Like, I never want to see you again. But Debbie! Don't worry, Jamie. You always got me. Oh, like, barf me out.
Tonight, America's favorite children's book series returns.
She's a slow.